You thought it would change something. A small green tree sitting quietly in your living room, a promise of prosperity. You picked the sunniest corner, watered it weekly, wiped every leaf like it held your next paycheck. But weeks passed, months even, and nothing shifted. No lucky break, no surprise refund, just the same money worries, the same uneasy hum in the air. The tree is alive, but your finances still feel stuck. The truth. Your money tree might be working against you, not because of what it is, but because of what's missing underneath. Feng Shui isn't just about where you place things, but how energy is anchored and guarded. And right now, your prosperity is exposed, vulnerable to draining forces you can't see. There's one small object that flips the script, a three-legged money frog. It's not there to decorate, it's there to defend. To hold wealth energy at the base of your tree like a silent protector. If your money tree is standing alone, it's unguarded. If it's unguarded, it leaks. This frog may be tiny, but in Feng Shui, it's a powerful seal, a quiet invitation for money to stay and chaos to leave. And here's the part no one tells you. Without this symbol, you might be watering a tree that quietly sends your fortune out the door. So today, we're going to change that. With one small shift, one simple placement, you'll restore the balance your space has been waiting for. Before we begin, take a look at your money tree. What's under it right now? Dust, silence, or a missing piece that could change everything. Part 1. The tree isn't wrong, it's the place and the setup. You didn't place your money tree by accident. Maybe you read about it online. Maybe someone gifted it to you during a hard season, saying, "It attracts good fortune." Maybe you stood in the plant aisle, heart quietly hopeful, wondering if something small and green could help you shift your space and your situation. So you took it home, gave it the best spot you could, by the window, on the shelf. In the corner you were told would welcome wealth. But now, months in, the truth is unavoidable. Nothing's changed. The money still feels tight. Opportunities feel just out of reach. And deep inside, you're wondering, is this all just wishful thinking? Let's be clear. The tree isn't the problem. The problem is how it was placed and what's missing around it. In Feng Shui, energy doesn't just settle because you put something symbolic in a corner. It moves or gets stuck based on flow, direction, and anchoring. Think of it like plumbing. You can have a perfect faucet, but if the pipes are blocked or installed wrong, no water will come out. Your money tree is the faucet. But the placement, that's the piping. And most people get it wrong in small, invisible ways. Start here. Where is your money tree sitting? Is it flat on the ground? Is it shoved into a forgotten corner between furniture? Is there clutter around it? Mail, cords, dust bunnies. These may seem harmless, but in energy work, they're signals. Clutter around a money tree clogs flow. Placing it directly on the floor grounds its energy so deeply it can't circulate. Tucking it behind furniture muffles its voice, like asking it to whisper into a wall. If your tree feels like just another object, it will act like one. But when it's honored as an energetic point, it begins to activate. Now check the light. Money trees love soft, natural light, not harsh sun, not deep shade. Too much direct sun scorches their leaves, too little and they become limp, lifeless. Sound familiar? Many homes unknowingly place their money tree in extremes, overexposing it or leaving it in dull corners. It's not about perfection, it's about balance. Light should feel gentle. The space around it should feel breathable. And most importantly, the tree needs a stage, not a hiding place. Now let's talk about height. Elevation matters more than you think. A tree sitting low on the floor or below eye level draws your attention down, and so does your energy. Ever notice how items we revere are always placed up high? Family photos, awards, favorite books. A money tree should rise above the ordinary, even just by a few inches. Place it on a low table, a sturdy pedestal, a clean wooden crate, anything that lifts it from plant to presence. And finally, intention. This is where most people miss the mark entirely. They place the tree like they place a lamp, set it, forget it. But intention isn't about rituals or chance. It's a quiet recognition, a moment of pause. When you place your money tree, do it with awareness. Even just saying, "I welcome financial flow into this space," makes a difference. That tiny moment tells your energy system and your subconscious that this isn't just decoration, it's a decision. The bottom line: the tree itself is never wrong, but the setup, the environment, the positioning, the energy it's swimming in can either support its purpose or silence it completely. If your money tree is hidden, neglected, or surrounded by noise, you're not giving it a chance to do what it was meant to do. But with a small reset, clearing space, raising its platform, adjusting the light, and planting a quiet intention, everything can shift. Energy doesn't need a dramatic overhaul. It needs an opening. And sometimes that opening starts with how and where you let a little tree stand. Part 2. The money frog, a tiny guardian of wealth. You might think it's just a tiny figurine, a little frog with 3 legs holding a coin in its mouth. Harmless, cute, decorative. But in Feng Shui, this unassuming symbol carries the weight of centuries. And it might be the missing guardian your money tree has been silently calling for. A money tree, placed with hope, will do its best. But left unguarded, its energy is exposed, open to whatever currents are strongest in your home. That could mean your intentions get scattered, or worse, reversed. That's where the money frog comes in. Small in size, massive in presence. The hook. It's not about beauty, it's about energy placement. The frog is not a lucky charm. It's a gatekeeper, a silent protector that holds your financial intention in place. Without it, your tree is vulnerable. With it, your tree becomes activated. Let's talk about why. In Feng Shui tradition, the 3-legged toad, also called Chan Chu, is a mythological creature believed to appear during full moons near homes that are about to receive good news about wealth. It's never facing out, always inward toward the home's heart. That's the first mistake many people make, placing the frog toward the door, thinking it's pulling money in. But that orientation pushes energy out. The frog isn't a magnet, it's a guard. Its job isn't to fetch fortune, it's to hold it. Emotional point of contact. You've worked hard, you've tried to be intentional. But something always seems to leak. Surprise bills, unexpected repairs, emotional spending. That's what it feels like when your wealth corner is unprotected. The frog holds that space. It doesn't attract chaos, it absorbs it. Like a sponge that catches emotional residue before it contaminates your flow. Placement matters. Always set the frog under the tree, not beside it, not above. At the base, the foundation. This is symbolic. Your wealth, like a tree, needs rooting, and roots need guardians. The frog faces in toward the home, toward you, the source of all energy and tension. Now, a common misconception is size. People think bigger is better. It is. Energy doesn't respond to volume, it responds to clarity. A frog the size of your palm can do more than a statue that overpowers the room. Choose one made from brass, resin, or stone, something with weight. Something you feel in your hand. And this is the step most skip, pause before placing it. Here is the healing practice. Hold the frog. Gently close your eyes. Say silently or aloud, "Thank you for protecting what I call in." That simple moment creates a resonance between you and the object. It turns a decoration into a tool, a thing into a symbol. Why does this matter so much? Because so many of us have felt that sinking feeling watching income rise but savings vanish. Earning more yet feeling no safer. That is not just financial, that's energetic. You're building a home for wealth but leaving the door open. The frog is the quiet lock, the grounded yes. The energetic, this space is held. You don't have to believe in folklore to believe in energy. We feel it every day in rooms that make us tense, in corners that feel peaceful. The frog simply gives form to the intention that your home is safe for money to land and stay. So here's the takeaway. Don't just place a frog because it's trendy. Place it because you're ready. Ready to stop letting your money tree stand alone. Ready to root your intentions in something that holds, protects, and quietly works while you rest. Because maybe that's what you've needed all along. Not more effort, not more trying, just a small ally sitting beneath your tree, facing inward, holding your wealth gently like it matters. Part 3. Wrong direction and your money flows out the door. You placed the frog. You even remembered to set it beneath the tree. But there's one small detail most people overlook, and it might be the reason money still slips through your fingers. Direction, because if your frog is facing the wrong way, it's not holding energy in. It's escorting it out. Think about your front door for a moment. In Feng Shui, it's the mouth of your home, the place where energy enters, but also where it can drain away. Many people trying to attract wealth instinctively face their frog toward the door, thinking it will pull fortune in. But this is a powerful misunderstanding. The money frog is not a hunter, it's a guardian. Its role isn't to chase wealth, but to protect what you've already called in. And that means it must face inward, toward the center of the home, toward you. Otherwise, it's silently letting everything go. Here's the emotional hook, and it hits hard for so many of us. Have you ever felt like the moment you get ahead, something unexpected pulls you back? A medical bill, a repair, a debt you thought was done. That's the pattern of outward energy when your space is constantly leaking support. And no matter how hard you try, it never feels like enough. This isn't just about a frog statue. It's about orientation of your space, your energy, and your focus. Facing the frog toward the door is like telling your intentions. Thanks for visiting, now don't let the door hit you on the way out. Facing it inward says, you're welcome here, stay. Let's go deeper. The position of the frog under the tree represents grounding, but the direction it faces represents intention. Are you in a constant posture of reaching, striving, hoping? Or are you allowing, receiving, holding? The way your frog faces is a mirror of the way you face money itself, chasing it or welcoming it. Now let's get practical. Walk over to your tree. Get down to eye level with the base. Look at your frog. Which way is it looking? If it's even slightly angled toward a door, front, back, or room exit, adjust it. Turn it inward toward the core of your space. Ideally toward the main gathering area, living room, dining space, wherever energy lives in your home. And then pause. Here's your healing action. As you turn the frog, say this softly, I no longer send my abundance away. I invite it to live here with me. It might sound small, but energy responds to clarity, not volume. Let's also talk about elevation again, because direction isn't just horizontal. The frog should never sit above the tree. Think of it like this. The frog is the root guard, not the branch manager. It belongs low, grounded, near the soil. That's how it holds its power quietly from below. High placements turn it into décor. Low placements turn it into energy. And here's the deeper point of contact, maybe the part you didn't know you needed to hear. If you've spent your whole life working hard, giving, solving, providing, and yet money still leaves faster than it comes, the issue may not be you. It may be the energy setup around you that's pushing what you've earned out the door. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness and adjustment. You don't need to renovate your home. You just need to shift a symbol by a few inches in the right direction. Sometimes that's all it takes to stop the silent drain. So before you move on, go check, right now. Which way is your frog facing? What message is it sending? Because that tiny turn might just turn your flow around. Part 4. Signs the energy is blocked at your tree's base. You water your tree, you open the curtains for it. You even talk to it sometimes, hoping the energy will shift. But still, the space around it feels heavy. Quiet but not peaceful, still but not settled. That's not just your imagination, that's a sign. A message your home is quietly whispering. The energy at your tree's base is blocked. We often think of Feng Shui in terms of placement, where to put a plant, a mirror, a lamp. But energy doesn't just respond to location, it responds to flow. When something gets stuck, it sends signals, small at first, subtle, but consistent. And one of the clearest places you'll feel it is around the roots of your money tree. Because if the base is energetically clogged, nothing grows, not the tree and not your finances. So how do you know? What are the signs? Here's your first emotional hook, and it shows up physically. The tree starts to wilt even though you're caring for it. The leaves droop. The soil stays damp but lifeless. It feels like the plant is trying to tell you something and you don't speak the language. But you do, you just haven't trusted it yet. The second sign is the feeling around the tree itself. Is that corner of your home quiet in a peaceful way or quiet in a forgotten way? There's a difference. A peaceful space feels open, like a deep breath. A blocked space feels stagnant, like air that doesn't move, light that doesn't dance. If guests walk in and never glance toward that corner, or if you find yourself avoiding sitting near it, that's not coincidence. It's energetic feedback. Third, clutter. Even if it's not messy in the traditional sense, check for silent clutter. Stacks of unopened mail, a tangle of cords behind the table, dust that somehow always settles under the pot. These aren't just chores you've been meaning to get to. They're weight, and they press down on your wealth energy like wet leaves on a flame. Emotional point of contact. Do you find yourself feeling strangely anxious when you're near the tree? Or maybe you feel guilty, like it's trying to help and you failed it somehow. That's not guilt. That's intuition. It's your inner sense recognizing something isn't right, not with you, but with the space. And that awareness is the very first step toward unblocking. Another sign, financial flow feels jagged, not just low, but unpredictable. You get a windfall followed by a big loss. You start saving and then your car breaks down. That kind of instability is a hallmark of energetic turbulence where energy can't anchor. It's like trying to fill a bucket with holes at the bottom. You don't need to work harder. You need to seal the base. So what can you do? Start with a clearing. Not a deep clean, just a gentle reset. Pick up the pot, wipe the floor underneath, shake out the dust. Speak softly as you do. This space is ready to breathe again. If you have a small piece of citrine or clear quartz, place it gently at the base. These stones hold clearing energy, like an air purifier for stagnant chi. Then, restore. Position the money frog back under the tree, facing inward. Adjust the lighting, not too harsh, not too dim. Let it feel like morning, even in the afternoon. Create a small sense of care around the tree, a linen mat, a tiny bowl of water, something that tells the space, you matter here. And lastly, trust what you feel. Your body is the most sensitive Feng Shui compass you'll ever have. If you walk past the tree and feel lighter, you've done it right. If something still feels off, adjust gently. You're not just arranging objects, you're unblocking energy. Because here's the truth most forget. Your money tree isn't just a symbol, it's a partner. When the base is clear, your intentions grow roots. And rooted energy doesn't just bring prosperity, it keeps it. Part 5, setting the frog right with a little bit of calm intention. You've placed the frog, you've faced it inward. You've cleared the base of the tree. But here's the truth most people miss, even after doing all of that. Feng Shui doesn't fully activate until you do something that requires no money, no tools, no design training at all: presence. We live in a world that rushes. We buy things, arrange them, check them off a list, and move on, hoping something will shift. But energy doesn't respond to urgency. It responds to attention and intention. That's why the final, most powerful step in setting your frog isn't physical, it's emotional. It's the few seconds you give yourself to slow down, breathe, and bring calm awareness into the moment you place it. Here's the hook, and it's gentle but powerful. A frog placed in haste holds no energy. A frog placed in calm presence becomes a quiet anchor for everything you're calling in. So here's what to do. Choose a quiet morning, before emails, before noise. Pick up the frog in both hands. Yes, hold it. Let your palms feel its shape, its weight. Notice the details, the coin in its mouth, the 3 legs, the expression on its face. If it's dusty, wipe it clean, not because you're cleaning, but because you're preparing. Just like you de-straighten the collar of someone you love before they step out into the world. Now, close your eyes. Here's your emotional point of contact. Take one slow breath and silently speak this to the frog. Thank you for protecting what matters to me. May you hold what I invite in with steadiness and peace. This isn't about magic, it's about connection. This moment tells your energy system, I'm ready. And the frog, like a tuning fork, responds. Once you've placed it at the base of the tree, take one final step. Don't rush away. Sit near it even for just a minute. Let your body feel what the space feels like now. Trust whatever rises, a deep breath, a memory, a quiet sense of calm. This is energy settling. And the calmer your nervous system, the clearer your space becomes. And if your mind resists, if it says, "This is silly," or "What difference does it make?" just smile, that's normal. We've been trained to value action over alignment. But alignment is where the shift begins. You're not just placing a frog, you're placing a guardian. One that doesn't talk but listens. One that doesn't move but holds stillness. Something so many of us forget how to do. Think about all the ways you've tried to invite abundance. Working harder, budgeting tighter, worrying longer. What if, just for once, you tried something different? What if you simply chose peace as the foundation of your prosperity? This frog, this tiny figure, becomes a symbol of that choice. Not to force wealth, but to welcome it. And here's the part people often realize weeks later, quietly, without fireworks. The moment you placed the frog with intention, something in you shifted. You stopped chasing. You started allowing. And the space around your tree became a little more alive, more alert, more open. So if you're wondering, is that really enough, just holding a frog and breathing? The answer is yes when it's done with presence, because presence is power. It's how energy knows where to land. And maybe, just maybe, that's all your home needed. Not another object, not another purchase, just a small pause, a little breath. And a frog finally placed with calm and care, like a tiny whisper saying, "Your abundance is safe here now." Part 6, when it's done right, you'll feel it. There's no alert, no sparkles, no dramatic shift when you place the frog just right. But something happens quietly beneath the surface. And if you're paying attention, you'll feel it. Like walking into a room and noticing the air feels lighter, or sitting down and realizing, for the first time in weeks, you can exhale all the way. That's how you know the energy is finally flowing again. You might pass by your money tree and pause, not because something looks different, but because it feels different. There's a soft warmth there, a kind of stillness that isn't empty but full. That's the frog doing its work, not loudly, Not visibly, but with the kind of quiet strength that holds space. Here's the emotional hook. Healing energy doesn't scream, it settles. It doesn't rush in, it returns. When your space begins to feel like a place where you want to linger, where your body softens without you telling it to, that's a sign you've done it right. You might also notice this in your daily rhythm. You start remembering to check your account, not out of fear, but with clarity. You say no to things that drain you and yes to things that align. It's not a miracle. It's the natural result of a space that no longer leaks your attention or your peace. And then there are the tangible signs, small at first. An unexpected refund. A bill that's lower than you feared. A conversation that leads to an opportunity. A friend recommending you for something you didn't ask for. These are the echoes of energetic alignment, not because the frog brought you money, but because you finally made space for wealth to land and stay. You may even notice subtle changes in how you treat the space itself. Maybe you water the tree a little more mindfully. Maybe you dust the shelf before the dust appears. Maybe you find yourself speaking gently near that corner, not in words, but in tone. All of these are signs that your environment is now part of your intention, no longer passive, but alive. Here's your point of contact, and it's deeply human. You no longer feel desperate when you think about money. You feel curious, open, steady. That emotional shift is more valuable than any windfall, because it means your nervous system trusts that something has changed, and your space is backing you up. And if one morning you walk past the tree and feel a moment of joy for no reason, that's not nothing. That's a new baseline being born. That's your body learning what safety and abundance feels like. Don't overlook it, savor it. Still unsure? Try this, sit near the tree for 5 quiet minutes. Do nothing, no phone, no agenda. Just breathe and notice. If your breath slows down without effort, you've done it right. If your thoughts drift toward hope instead of worry, you've done it right. If you leave the space feeling a little taller, a little clearer, a little more yourself, then yes, the energy has shifted. This isn't about belief, it's about experience. The body doesn't lie, neither does the room, so if you feel it, even in the smallest ways, trust it. Let that sensation be the proof you don't need to explain. You've created a sanctuary for wealth, and more than that, you've created one for yourself. Part 7, the tree, the frog, and you, the golden trio. We talk a lot about the tree, about the frog, about direction, placement, and energy. But here's something that often gets overlooked. None of it matters without you. You are not just arranging symbols, you are the activator, the conductor, the living bridge between intention and space. And without your energy, even the most perfect setup stays asleep. Your money tree is the growth. The frog is the protector, but you are the life force, the one who breathes awareness into the room, who decides what energy stays and what is gently released. Feng Shui isn't magic, it's relationship. And the most powerful one is between you and the space you choose to care for. Here's the hook, and it goes straight to the heart. You can place a tree and a frog exactly as instructed, but if you rush, ignore, or forget them, they will simply become furniture. But the moment you pause, notice, and offer a little presence, even just seconds of calm, you complete the circuit. The energy flows because you are the source that allows it to. Let's take a step back. Think about why you placed the tree in the first place. Was it hope? A desire for change, a quiet longing for ease? Those feelings weren't random, they were your intuition speaking. And now that whisper has a form, a little tree, a frog. A corner in your home that carries your intention, but even the strongest symbols need tending. Not constantly, not perfectly, just gently, with consistency. Like watering a plant not just to keep it alive, but because you want it to thrive. Emotional point of contact. This is not about wealth as numbers. It's about wealth as stability, as exhale, as waking up one day and realizing that the panic is gone, that you no longer have to scramble to feel safe. That's what this setup is really about. The tree, the frog, and you choosing peace over pressure, presence over performance. So here's how to keep the trio alive. Once a week, sit by your money tree just for a few minutes. No ritual. No pressure, maybe with tea, maybe with silence. Just be near it and let it be near you. Touch the frog, gently. As if greeting a friend who never speaks but always listens. You can say something or nothing at all. What matters is the contact, the presence, the energy you bring into that tiny exchange. Look at the tree, notice what's changed. New leaves, firmer stems, maybe nothing obvious but something subtle. Growth doesn't always show up fast. Sometimes it shows up in how you feel sitting there. This is your healing practice, simple, quiet, and sacred. You care for the corner that cares for you. And in doing so, you begin to trust again, not in luck, not in superstition, but in the truth that when you honor something, it responds. Your tree responds, your frog holds the energy, and you become the calm within the current. There will be days when you forget. That's okay. The tree doesn't judge, the frog doesn't mind. But each time you return, they welcome you. Because this isn't a transaction, it's a relationship. And like all real connections, it deepens over time. So today, as this video draws to a close, take a moment to see your home differently. Not as something to fix, but as something that's already holding you, ready to reflect back every ounce of care you offer. You, the tree, and the frog, three small pieces of a greater harmony. A quiet agreement that says, I trust life again. I open to ease. I choose to stay rooted even as I grow. Final, maybe this whole time you thought you needed to do more, rearrange, declutter, buy better things. But what you really needed was to remember, to pause, to reconnect. Because this isn't just about a tree or a frog. It's about awareness. And awareness is the most powerful form of energy alignment there is. What you did was simple, but it wasn't small. You looked again. You saw what had been sitting silently in your space, waiting to be noticed. You touched the frog not as a thing, but as a symbol. You didn't beg for money to come. You simply created a space where money, peace, and stability might want to stay. That's the shift. Not chasing abundance, but becoming a safe place for it to land. If the tree is your growth and the frog is your protector, then your presence is the bridge, the link that makes it all work. Without you, the items are silent. With you, they hum. Science tells us that our environment affects our nervous system. What we see, how we move, the energy of a corner, it all shapes our emotional regulation. And when we feel safe, clear, supported, we make better choices. We spend more consciously. We attract aligned opportunities. We stop repeating fear-based cycles. So this isn't superstition. This is structure, a system of care, of space, of slow, sacred attention. And here's the most beautiful part. You didn't need to fix yourself. You didn't need to control the world. You just needed to tend to one quiet corner of your home and let that corner begin to reflect who you're becoming. So let the frog sit, let the tree grow, and let yourself soften into the knowing that something is shifting, not in the rush of life, but in the calm between breaths. Because maybe abundance isn't something you chase. Maybe it's something that recognizes you when you finally feel safe enough to stop running.